everyone, and welcome to the official first episode of So Basically podcast with my lovely host.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gabby, but you also may know me as Corona Logic.
Okay.
Or you will know me as.
Okay, that's right. You better say it with your chest. And my name is Maria, but I'm also known as the Black Maria. Okay, there's like thousands of us, but I'm one of them, and that is the Black Maria. With the one, to be specifically. Okay, just so you know. And do you want to tell them what this podcast is about?
Absolutely. So, again, welcome to So Basically, a podcast by us.
Yes.
So basically, it's a podcast about queer stories, our bond
Through sisterhood,
and our blunt,
semi-filtered thoughts, because we need to keep our jobs. Okay.
The truth. There's a pandemic going on.
Right.
And
need to stay employed if we can.
Absolutely. So we are very excited to be here.
Yes.
It's been a fun ride getting to record. I keep reminding myself, like,
yes,
don't go too far from the mic because this audio may not work.
But it's working.
But it is.
It's working. That's what we're saying. We're being positive, being very optimistic. It's been interesting day to day.
Yeah.
But we'll touch on that in a little bit. But where should we start? Since we kind of told them what the podcast is about.
Yes.
We're
going to talk about how we know each other.
Yes, we can start from there.
So hopefully some of you know who we are.
Right, and that's why you're tuning in.
Yes.
Way to support us.
We love the support of the community,
we see
the network.
You.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
If you don't, though, that's okay.
Totally fine. Welcome. Hello. It's us.
This is it. This is what you get.
This is what's happening.
So Maria and I met when we were in college.
Yes.
As lots of long-term friendships begin. College.
College is the way, right? That's what they say. That's what we've been told. Whether it's a myth or a truth. Anyway, sorry. I apologize.
Not in this episode.
Not in this episode. Another one coming
save
up.
That.
Right.
We'll save that.
Right.
Yeah, and we met through some student leadership stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
You told the story better the last time that we told the story, but
what?
We knew each other before our sorority.
Okay,
We're mainly bonded.
That's a really good word. We're mainly bonded through our sisterhood, our sorority that we're in, Zeta Sigma Chi Multicultural Sorority Incorporated, founded March 3rd, 1991 on the campus of Northern Illinois University.
Let them know.
Okay, had to let you know what that is. But besides that, because we're actually like super twins, not even knowing that we were ahead of time, we actually kind of interacted through different organizations on campus, like MECHA, and I never remember the acronym for it.
Yeah, it's I haven't looked it up yet.
Okay,
but it's changing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was changed, right?
So I'm not sure what it's called either, but MECHA is just a very well-known Chicano student org from the 1960s.
Yes.
And then that's how we met.
Right.
I was kind of on my way out.
Yeah,
she has been active for 3 years.
She was tired because she was out here doing student leadership roles. But yeah, so my first year in school as a first-year student, and her last year as being active and being an active body in that organization. So we kind of interacted there. But I honestly thought that she didn't like me, right? Mind you, we only met like maybe 2-3 times through passing. Didn't really know.
There was not enough evidence.
You don't know. Like you had the kind of like the resting. I don't cuss. Yeah. That's another thing for me. So I might say damn or hell.
I do. Sorry,
you're fine
shit all the time.
Yeah, you can totally cuss, but it's just I feel weird. Sound weird like when I cuss. That's not my thing. But anyway, you had like the resting face. So I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what that means. I was new. I was vulnerable. I was gullible. Whatever. I don't know. So then.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. No, it's not. Okay. You're very approachable. She's very approachable. She's very loving. But just because I was nervous in my first interaction, I didn't know how to take it. So when I started going to informationals and things like that, and I guess, we can say too, one of the parts of our bond through our sisterhood is that she is my P mom and I'm her P daughter. And that's just something that we have in our sorority. Other organizations may have that as well, but it might be different just depending on their history. So for us, she is my P mom, my pledge mom, and I'm her pledge daughter. So that's how we're kind of connected. So I'll call her mom, she'll call me daughter. So if you hear that,
just don't get thrown off.
Right. You'll understand the background. Right. So when I found out that she was my P mom, I was really nervous because I'm like, last time I checked, this lady didn't even like me. But that was always a myth and it was a lie. And I actually found out that we had like the same birthday and we did a lot of the same like leadership roles on campus. Like
we were so similar.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy. Like there's this other person that's on campus with me that's doing everything just like me. It's just like a different ethnic background, just different scenarios or how we came up in this world. But yeah, same birthday, same jobs. Like it was just like, whoa. Yeah. Creepy.
You know what I was thinking about? The other day I was thinking about how before you became my daughter, people used to tell me like, I hate walking with you on campus because every time we walk from one side to the other, like we run into people and you stop and people talk to you.
Have a conversation.
You have to have a conversation. You have to check in. Da, 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 da. And I was just like, oh, like that must suck. And then I met her.
Okay, she's not to do that.
And then I was trying to walk across campus with you.
Okay.
And to just get to our destination.
Okay.
And we kept having to stop to check in with people, chat it up. So that's when I realized just like how
total twins,
totally twinning.
Super twinning. Now the even crazier part about our birthdays is that we're literally born 4 hours apart
on the same
day, 4 hours apart, which is like even more well to me. It's like down to like the minute, you know. So that's when we're like, okay, like even creepier. So I think that was just really cool. So that's how we kind of like initially connected, and then we've just. Well, like our bond is lifetime, regardless, because of our sisterhood. But like, I feel like our bond just after that, besides just a sisterhood level, it's just like way over that. And then now we're really starting through a whole business venture together, which is really awesome too. So it's just kind of exciting to step into that lane. Yeah. So that's like that part.
For sure. I think we really want to be honest about like the way in which sisterhood and just relationships affect like your life. And I think we've had our own like process of learning how to be the best sisters that we could be to each other, how I could be the best P-mom, how you could be the best daughter. I think all of that they're all lessons that are worth sharing, and they're also like we have some stories. Like we have some stories. and
hair flip. Okay,
we just want to have fun with y'all. We just want to share that. We want folks to laugh. And we also want folks to learn.
Learn.
I think that's what we're here.
And if you relate and you can like make that connection too, like, okay, so I'm not the only one that dealt with that or doing this or whatever else. I think especially too with our sisterhood coming from a multicultural organization as well too, that's just a different aspect is when it comes to Greek life. So it's just, there's so many levels we can get into, but just a little synopsis of where, you know, how we're connected. So then, okay, so now we kind of talked about like how we connected and college, right? What we're doing, what's the plan? And then so like now college is done. Where are we now? Do you want to start?
I can start. So let's see. I finished college about 5 years ago. It's been a little over 5 years ago.
Wild.
Wild.
Super wild.
Yeah, and adjust me. I know. I'm scared.
I just want to make sure.
Get closer? You can't hear me, huh? Okay.
I can hear you, but I just want to make sure. We want to secure the recording.
Secure the sound. So after graduating college, I had a very typical first generation college student experience. Somehow got through undergrad. I actually ended up having to extend my undergrad to 5 years because I made a little boo-boo.
Which is the actual standard now. So if that is what you're doing, that is literally completely normal.
We normalized it. Like we were like, it's okay. And it was. And it was.
Honestly, I kind of, if there's that room and capacity and with, you know, financial aid and finances and that is something you can venture into and you discover something you really like it, do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, because that's exactly what happened. I had no idea really what I was doing. I went to college because I wanted to get an education. And there's a whole background story as to what that meant to me at the time. Changed my major a couple times. Graduated with a major I didn't like. Discovered my minor too late. And then I was like, okay, let me just get this degree and go. And that rolled into like, well, what do I do after college? I need to go to grad school because I have no idea what I'm going to do. No job secured. Didn't want to move back home. And I ended up just applying to grad school. I moved back towards the Bay Area and I got my master's degree. And those 2 years, I think, were just probably the 2 toughest years that I've had because so much changed. Like I had spent, 5 years building something. Oh, I just said wait required. Oh. y'all know already, probably.
Yeah.
I spent 5 years building, community, a sisterhood, bonds, relationships, a lot of that. And I think moving and then having to do that again and or having to do those previous relationships differently, that taught me a lot. And that definitely, I think, put me through a lot of times of, disconnect. I mean, there's a lot of people that I haven't talked to, and there are some reasons. I want to share about those very honestly and openly, because I can't necessarily be visible on social media without experiencing this. I think one of the biggest pieces that has happened to me since I left college has been that I've just been in a situation in which my presence on social media is like heavily threatened by somebody from my past, and really I just have multiple sequences of experiences in which I don't feel safe on social media. I feel like I can't trust a lot of folks on social media with like sharing pieces about my life, because then they end up in areas that I don't want them to end up. And so I think for people who hopefully are watching this, who know us from that time of our lives, like y'all probably have no idea what's up with my life.
Like literally why it is the way it is right now.
Yes, I feel like there are probably even sisters who
don't
are
even
like,
know.
well, damn, like, where's Gabby been? The last thing I remember was that she went off to grad school. Like, that's
honestly some sisters,
and
like
I think
literally
for a long time that was probably like, oh, last time I heard she went to grad school. But I finished grad school, I got a job, then I got a promotion, and I got another job, and a lot of things has happened. But that has been like a big piece that, in some ways, I want to use like this space to just be free, to just be me, to reconnect, to take back like my narrative of like I know the type of person that I am. I know what I've done and what I haven't done in my past, and we're here, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be sharing this with you.
Reclaim the essence of your social media.
Yes, we're taking it back.
Emphasis on essence.
Yeah, we're taking it back.
Okay.
You're probably gonna see some shit, and that's fine. I mean, you're not gonna see anything that I'm embarrassed of, because there isn't anything that I am. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. But that's a little bit about where I've been. I've been just, growing personally, professionally. I work full time. I mind my damn business, and I talk to the people who talk to me and who love me and who appreciate me. And I also want to use this as an opportunity to reconnect. Like, I know that there are a lot of people that I had dope relationships with.
I just want to say, I'm just gonna insert myself right there into the conversation, because basically what she's trying to say but not say is that she was really famous on campus.
Oh my god.
Well, no, she was really involved, and when you're really involved you tend to know people on many different levels, and sometimes that does carry on past just college, and you have those connections. So definitely I can for sure say, just from seeing you physically and just having our bond already, like there's so many people that she just knew. So I definitely know that people like miss your face, literally.
And I think I think it also adds to this piece for me of like, I carry. There was a lot of isolation. There's somebody who intended to isolate me from the people that cared about me, and they succeeded for a really long time. The other piece was, with that isolation came this guilt. I haven't been there for a lot of people. I haven't been there. And there's a lot of important things about other people's lives that I don't know. And it's because of that. So there's that also. There's there's the like what could have been like for me. But also what it could have been for all those people who maybe valued my relationship with them as well. We were in Greek life, and Greek life is huge. And I had a lot of great connections and people who help you without even knowing it, So, but I mean, I think that's also part of leaving college. So
that's also,
I'd love to hear a little bit about, for you, what life after college and after.
Definitely have an episode about that. Like,
I know.
After college, what do you do? How do you live? What's life about? What's going on? But for me, so I went to school. I was actually in a very, what's the word? Tumultuous relationship. I was actually married previously. And during that time when I was married, I was doing my Greek life. I was doing 2 jobs on campus. I was, doing all that and trying to be supporting my partner. And that with that relationship and that marriage, it just didn't go so well. So ended up getting a divorce, which I was like, okay, who's a divorcee at 25? And that was me. That was now me. And having to adjust to that. And so I took some time off of school and I came back for a year or two, and it still wasn't well for me. So I just literally left. Like I dipped and went back home to Southern California, and I got myself together. I did the whole reboot and whatnot, and I came back up, and I'm taking classes now to finish. I literally have a year and a half left. Like, oh, what's exciting? Like 3 semesters. Like, woo! So we're in that process now, and I actually, in the process of moving back here, got a job at my previous university. So I was really excited about that. So I've just been working, and I'm also a dance instructor as well too. Tune into at the Black Maria Show on Instagram. Shout out. We have a lot of stuff coming up, but it's been that process, just readjusting, coming back here and being in a different headspace and a different, I guess, like category when it comes to being back on campus. It's like, okay, I'm no longer a student. I'm staff, I'm faculty, or whatever else. I have to, present myself a different way. So we could definitely have an episode about that.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a professionalism and just maneuvering through as like a young adult in professional atmospheres.
That new professional life.
Yeah, legitimately, especially being like a person of color, being a Black identified employee. It's different levels. There's so many different things to it. And so that's what I've been doing. And I've just been loving that space I'm in, feeling really grown. And then also our birthday's coming up. So woo woo. Yeah, you'll be seeing this after our birthday, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we will already be another age up, living our lives a week after that, like a week later.
It's okay, older. You won't be able to tell.
Right. We'll be but yeah, that's been my life, and it's been really cool so far, honestly. I'm loving the space I'm in right now, and I'm just ready to move forward and just keep learning more.
Yeah.
And quarantine, however that is.
Yeah, right. Well, then there's that. Right.
Hashtag that part.
I don't think we really touched on quarantine.
That needs to be an episode in it.
It will be for sure. I think something that I wanted to add, because I wanted to share, right, like a little bit of like the challenging piece that I've been going through, because it's a challenging part. I also want to let it be known. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm really happy. I think that the reason why we're here finally, because we've also talked about this idea for a while.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why we're here finally is because I had a moment where it was finally kind of proven to me that I have a community and that I have a support system. And I was like, okay, there's just too much good in my life that completely overpowers, right, the little incidents that happen here and there in social media, that I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So in case you're watching, because you probably are, because you're a stalker and you're a creep and you got problems, I'm good and I'm happy.
Good.
And I'm good. I just want to put that.
Good.
Yeah.
Italicized,
and
bold lettering, underscores.
And a different color font.
Yeah.
With emojis on the sides. The little Gen Z sparkle.
Yeah.
I am good.
Good.
And also for like folks listening to know that, it's not always going to be this serious. Like we'll be sharing some real life stuff, because life is real and we're humans and stuff happens. But we also are going to have some fun.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe we tell them a little bit about what's to come. Should we share our segments?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I just thought about it earlier. I didn't tell you, but so one of our segments that we're going to tap into, which kind of ties into what our podcast is a little bit about, is queer stories, and we have a segment called Queer Chronicles, and we just get to tell you about these real life experiences in our queerness world that we've dealt with.
In case you can't tell,
right?
News to you, boo.
Right?
You know who you are.
She's good.
I'm good.
And I think I definitely want us to, not on this episode, but definitely in the future, talk about our coming out stories and what that was, because I definitely didn't know that I was queer or felt comfortable identifying with that as well. That was a process for me. And then, of course, just coming from different cultures and backgrounds, what that even looks like, and how it felt like maneuvering through life with this newfound side of it that you didn't even know it was open for you.
Yeah.
So
I think we also want to find, particularly with our Queer Chronicles, a balance between really sharing our experiences of our communities, the people around us.
Yeah.
But also this is your opportunity to learn. Those of you who are allies, or those of you who are still kind of growing into your identity. We're hoping that through the Queer Chronicles you can learn without with the brave space, you know, with that
safe
balance
space,
of you're gonna be safe and you know we're understanding and we're also gonna challenge ourselves. I am a huge believer. I'm sure my students can be like, there she goes saying challenge, but I'm always gonna challenge myself to, you know, to just do more.
You literally always can learn something new.
Exactly.
Literally until your brain has met that, not even capacity, but literally there's something that has happened to your brain, then that is when it would stop or regress. But there's literally opportunity and space for us to keep learning more, or maybe learn or listen to a different perspective. And that was part of why we call our podcast So Basically, because it's also So Basic Ally. Because we feel like at least in 2020, one thing we at least can do for everyone is to be an ally. If we can't do anything else, be an ally, or be open to hearing the different stories and experiences of other folks around you. That's the minimum, the bare minimum. Basic ally, okay? That's
who we're gonna be.
Yeah. That's all we're asking at this point. Do you want to tell them one more segment just to give them a little sneak peek but not tell too much?
Yeah. I think we can tell you about this last segment, but we also can like have it because we have plenty of material to talk about. This segment is our petty party.
Oh, a petty party.
And if there's anything, and I'm saying anything, anything we're feeling petty towards about right now, in this moment, oi, it's audio equipment.
Audio
recording equipment.
Who?
Microphones. Yeah. Laptop adapters.
Who invented this stuff? Okay. You know what? I'll look it up and then I can complain about it later.
We will cite this.
Yeah, exactly. We'll add the clip in later. I used to work at a particular job as a building supervisor, a student union, where I helped set up AV equipment, and I did that for like 3-4 years. So I felt a little comfortable when we went on this journey for the audio equipment, and I said, yeah, I think I can do that. You know, like I know it's extra stuff, but the basis, I should be able to do that. Yeah. Maybe we'll be good. Maybe an hour or two. Yeah, input, output. Look at you. Audio jacks, okay. Aux cord, whoa. Yeah.
USB-B? No, USB.
No, yeah, that is one of them. Look at you.
I paid attention.
That's a special one.
All today.
That's a special one, yeah. So we thought that maybe we would take an hour or two, maybe a couple hours, give or take. And then, of course, YouTube, great resource, right? Right. So then we opened the box.
I don't know.
We opened the box of the equipment and, you know, just took things out. Didn't even like take it. We took everything out, but had it in its area, you know, trying to keep something organized. And we immediately tried to find instructions. Nothing had instructions. Everything was just safety and warranties.
It was all how not to like break it, but not here's how you use it.
Right. And only one of them came with a picture that was kind of an example that gave you like a map, a trail to what should connect to what, but it's like hoping that you already had all the cords to connect to it. And then also in the particular picture that was provided, it was for a setup for like a performance for instruments. And we're like, we're not using any of those but the microphone. So what's happening?
Yeah.
What are we?
And let's start there. How do you buy? How do you sell? Because it's not about buying it. Because I know why I bought it. How do you sell a podcast kit equipment, advertised as it has everything you need,
right,
and it doesn't have the cord,
it doesn't have everything you need.
The aux cord. It didn't have the aux cord.
We literally had to get 2 extra cords from the store this morning.
3. Oh, 3. An adapter. We had the split.
Oh, that's right, the splitter.
We're using it.
Yes. So we we are using it.
Yeah.
But that came from my background as a building supervisor, right? Background, right?
Not from the full podcast equipment kit.
Right, exactly. So how do you tell me everything inside is included that I need and I'm equipped and ready to go when everything I need inside is not there? You lied to me.
Lied.
Right. So we're
going to talk about internal speakers.
Oh.
GarageBand. Do we talk about GarageBand?
Not yet, because we're still new. We're still new to it, so we can't get necessarily mad at it yet. We've only had like a 24-hour struggle with it.
I'm mad.
I feel like we were both getting flustered, but at different things. Like I don't know. What would you say you were flustered or like upset?
I was flustered at the fact that I did it, that I couldn't help.
Oh, okay.
That I knew that it wasn't. You know, I texted you yesterday. I was like, I'm nervous. I don't know.
Yeah, she shared her audio equipment still in the box, and I didn't believe her. I thought she maybe opened it and just checked it.
I was honest, and I said it was still in the box.
She hadn't even opened it. Like it was still fresh tape, still on it. Like it just got delivered.
It was in the box, like I said.
What in the box?
And you know, I trust you. I
appreciate that.
Your confidence. The moment you said you were good, I was like, oh, I went shopping, okay? I was shopping already.
It was the full faith to a fault. It was the full faith to a fault.
I think that's what happened.
But I was more so upset because I felt like we were so close.
We were.
But it was like one thing missing. Like, for instance, when we did finally have some way to hook up things and I was kind of making connections and remembering things, we realized, okay, we actually are missing a cord. We're not crazy right now. We literally are missing a cord that we need.
And of course, we realized it once all stores have closed.
Midnight. Like 12:01.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, well, it's quarantine season, so everything is closed, right?
Now we close at 7 p.m.
Right. And we're supposed to be inside because somehow COVID's not going to sneak around in the middle of the night. So there's that. That's a whole nother petty party we can have. But yeah, so then we said, okay, we're going to go in the morning, get it, and try to set up everything. So actually, we're filming this like in the afternoon now, and our plan was to film this at like 8 a.m.
Well, I mean, first yesterday. And
I got here yesterday.
Live. Yeah. But it's okay. We agreed on 8 a.m. recording time, 8 a.m.
Right.
Call time,
right.
We were in Walmart at 7.
Yeah, but we did it. We said we were going to wake up at 6:30, you know, go to Walmart at 7, try to be back by before 8, get ready, whatever, and then hook everything up and record. So we got the first part good. Like we came back with the cords, we hooked those up, and everything worked kind of like 80%.
We were practicing our podcasting voices.
Yeah,
with the headphones and the mics.
Yeah, we could hear our voices in the mics. The mics was working. Right. We were really excited. Like, okay, we made a step forward. Just the last thing was just trying to connect and actually hearing sound on the laptop. That's what we were like, not making the final result.
Final countdown.
Yeah,
which we were singing.
That was part of one of our practice songs. Yeah, we had plenty of practice songs. I wish we would have saved those. Now I'm thinking about it.
May or may not. Oh, we deleted the audio.
Mm-hmm. Kept deleting it to retry again. That's okay. Trust me, I feel like
we really couldn't hear it, so
right.
That's the problem.
But yeah, I mean, we can definitely continue that petty party at another time. But audio equipment, okay? Audio equipment.
So that's what the petty party is going to be. We're just going to be.
There's definitely there's definitely more petty experiences and way funnier topics, but just for right now, that's the one where
we have to contribute.
Yeah, at the moment.
Just to really share that whoever decided to sell podcast recording kits without
a cord.
Just
without an audio splitter?
I would like for them to have a professional evaluation at their workplace.
Yes. Or we need to Yelp it, or we need to write a review somewhere.
Something.
Put on my Karen hat. What's going on? Okay.
And that's a wrap. Petty party over.
We need like a button. She's in my head. Do you see what happened?
Get out.
Get out of my head. But yeah, those are just like two of the segments we'll probably usually have in each episode. I feel like there's always a queer story to reference and talk about, and always something to be petty about.
Yeah, something to be petty about, something that we're learning about, something that happened.
Yeah. Because as we learn, we want you to learn with us as well too, and then you can definitely add like to if you want to add in your input or whatever else in our comment sections or things like that. Definitely, because we would love people to kind of like tag in as well and let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely hope to, as we learn how to work our equipment,
right,
and just move through everything, we also know that there are amazing people in our lives that we want to amplify. We actually purchased a 3-person recording kit.
Yes.
Again, without the cord. But our intent is that as time goes by, we can really also include the voices of the people that we care about. We have just such expertise of just even amongst our organization, but the connections that we've made outside of that. So very excited to share with you all about the things that we're passionate about, right? There are many layers to us. I usually hate when people ask me what I'm passionate about, because I'm like, now? Or
right.
like,
at this current moment that's in my head and I'm thinking
like
about that I'm processing.
Moment, right. Yeah. But, you know, we will definitely be talking about all things social justice, queerness, equity, allyship, access, education. Everything.
Hydration, because water is key, okay? Water is life, and we want to make sure that you are drinking your water. So if you are watching this right now, or if you're listening in, if you had not, what did I say? If you have not had water today, then I need you to partake in it if you can. Like right at this moment, like open the water bottle, open your Hydro Flask if you're super eco-friendly. A lot of people are doing that,
They
go pour a glass of water from whatever water source.
Canteen thingies were the thing, like that brand particularly. Like we don't talk about environmental stuff too.
And then shout out to all the vegans, just saying. You're appreciated. Pescatarians, you're appreciated. Vegetarians, you're appreciated. If you're on paleo, cool. That's what's up. If you eat meat, that's okay. That's your thing. If that's what you do, that's what you do. No pressure. But just shout out to all the folks out there.
I was gonna say something and I totally said
no.
This is my nightmare. Now I'm singing and I don't have a good voice.
Her freak out voice is like Snow White. Legitimately, it's like
really.
It's a Snow White's, right?
But not as good as you or Snow White.
You're a singer, whether you think it or not. Anyway, so that's Snow White, right? When she's like,
with the birds. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That is her. We are gonna get ready to wrap things up.
Yeah.
It's been a great time. We will be releasing, so let's tell them what to expect.
Yes.
So you all can expect, actually, before that, you all should follow us.
Definitely. Where can they find us?
Oh my gosh. You can find us, actually. I didn't do that again because I don't remember.
You got it. So if you haven't already, because you found this, you can follow us on our social medias. Where can they find us?
You can find us on Twitter at SoBasicallyPod, at SoBasicallyPod, and on Instagram at SoBasically__.
Underscore. I like that word too. It can be a new word.
Underscore the podcast.
The podcast. Yes.
You could also, if you know our pages, you can follow our pages.
Yeah. We should definitely add it to our personal bios if you're open to that.
Yeah, I'm open to doing that. I actually, when you heard me introduce myself earlier today, when I said you may know me as, and then I'm like, actually, no, not yet. Cabrona Logic. That's what I'm gonna be going by on social media. A lot of you, we should have talked about our names. That would have been a good idea.
Oh, that's okay.
But later.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going by Cabrona Logic. That's the page that if you want to reconnect, if you know me and I know you and you want to stay in touch, you can go find me there. And then we are going to have our podcast page on our bios. You probably have a lot more of our following, so you can go to Maria's page first.
Yeah, you'll find her all over my stuff.
And then you'll start seeing me.
I can tag you now.
I know.
It's exciting.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm reliking y'all's posts.
Yeah.
Catching up. Again, if you haven't heard from me in 5 years.
Hello. Hello. It's me you're looking for.
That's the singer.
I'm not really singing now.
She's the singer.
Anyway, but what I was going to say is, that hopefully you're hearing this on December 16th. That is our official launch date. And then I think we're doing episodes every 2 weeks after that, right?
Every 2 weeks after that. You can find some video clips on Instagram, and you're probably going to find us on SoundCloud.
Yes, that's the hope. Yes.
And YouTube.
And we're working on our Which Podcast app or whatever resource we want to use in that way.
Yeah. We just need to, get this out there. We just needed to record and talk and put something out. And that's what we're going to do.
Heck yeah. Hell freaking yeah.
All right.
Okay,
yes,
I know I'm
excited.
extra.
We're very excited.
It's my microphone.
It is. The setup, you can't just not. We're podcasters.
And just guess what? My mic is put into input 1.
And where's mine?
Mic 1. And my wonderful P mom, hers is in 2. We'll talk about the connection to that later, but just know, for the people that do know, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, also we have our hashtag. You'll probably see it on my page, but we should probably put it on our Basically social media. We have a hashtag called It Was Meant to Be. And I really feel like it was. Like, it just makes sense. It just, yeah. So, one and 2 know what to do. Air her flip. But that is all for us today, folks. I hope you enjoyed somewhat of this, or all of it. Hopefully all of it, and you're drinking water at this right moment right now. But we're going to head out, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Bye. Cue in fade out music. Stop it.